All right, welcome back to the Onebar and Lupagus show. I'm Onebar with Lupagus. This episode, we're talking about our five top guys we want the Vikings to take at 24. This isn't like trading around. This is if the Vikings stay at 24, our wish list, as you can see. This episode brought to you by BetUS. Go to our BetUS, use the promo code YouTube150 at checkout for 150% bonus on your first deposit. Additional 125% bonus on your next two deposits, up to $2,000. Play responsibly. BetUS. Let's see what we got here. Are you ready?
I'm ready. And these are also like realistic options. We didn't put, the Mason Grahams on here, the guys who aren't going to be in reach. Graham Cracker. So we kept these very realistic. And yeah, I'm excited to see what yours is. I know you know mine because you had to make the graphic. So
so we're going to start at 5 and make our way all the way up to 1 on the number 1 guy we want on our list. And there's some similarities here. There's some similarities.
There might be
players. But let's go at number 5.
Ooh, yeah, great. All right, great. I'm at 24. I like it. Yeah, I'm gonna go with mine. Benjamin Morrison, the human seatbelt, as they call him.
Nobody calls him that.
Yes, they do. Nowhere. Go to YouTube highlights. You'll see human seatbelt everywhere.
I looked up his nickname. His nickname is BMO. That's what it is.
Human freaking seatbelt. We talked
about
him a lot.
It's not
6
there.
foot, $190. Covers like glue, very aggressive against the run, great ball skills. We've talked about him, mentioned Morrison. I don't love the fact going to corner. It's not my top option, but you can't deny the talent of Benjamin Morrison.
Benjamin Morrison, the more you see about him and more you hear draft gurus talk about him, like this dude could be a lock for a top 10 pick. Like I love Ben Morrison. I hope he's there. I'd love him to be a Viking. I went Gray Zabel, man. I'm drinking the gray juice. I love it. Daniel Jeremiah saying he could be the best interior offensive lineman in the draft. He went to the Senior Bowl, effing dominated. He shut everybody down. NDSU, man, I've said it multiple times. I want one of these guys finally. They go to the NFL. These offensive linemen go there, and they show up big time. And he can play multiple spots in a pinch. I mean, obviously, he's coming in, and he's going to be plopped in at guard wherever he goes. I would love him to be the guard for the Vikings. But to have that guy that can play anywhere, and he's not a guy like, oh, we're going to change up positions. Now, he was meant to be a guard in the NFL, and he just so happened to dominate at left tackle for NDSU. So Gray Zabel, man, number 5, easy. I'd have no problem taking him in at 24.
Zabes is the column.
Zabe Skis. All right, number 4. Let us know in the comments as well. If you got a list, we'd love to see it. Number 4. Hey,
look at that.
Go ahead. Take her.
Save on Revel. I mean, the 6'3" frame is what I love about him. He's close to 200 pounds, long, lanky frame. Busted out his junior year. He had the injury last year, cost him. I think he had 3 games in the last season, but he was already having great numbers. He had 2 interceptions in 3 games. Hurts his leg. It was the ACL. The dude would have been like a top 15 pick if he didn't get hurt. You're getting great value here at 24 with a guy who, again, when's he gonna be ready to go was the big question with him. But damn it, put him in our secondary, and you may have a lockdown corner in the future.
Well, it's the size. It's 6'2", 6'3". He comes in at. I mean, his technique, it sounds like, needs to be a little more refined, which it might add a little bumps and bruises in his first year or two. But all cornerbacks come in. But like the dude's making plays in the backfield. He's a playmaker in the secondary. All this dude does is make plays. And I still think like Morrison and Revel, I mean, they could go. It could easily be off the board when we come. I mean, someone's going to fall in love with his big old size.
That was weird. Daniel Jeremiah didn't have him as top 50. I don't know if that was an oversight or what was going on.
God, Daniel, I know. What are you, nuts?
I double checked. I'm like, I don't see Revel in here.
Yeah, that had to have maybe been an oversight. Anyways, he's both our number 4. Let's go to number 3.
Number 3. I'll let you start this time.
I mean, it's Walter Nolan. What else to say? He's defensive tackle. He's going to be there right around the end. What I love about Nolan is like, there's defensive tackles that come out, and then there's guys like Walter Nolan, who's just a man amongst boys, who's going to make plays. Like, he's going to be in the backfield. What do you have? 6 sacks, 35 pressures this year. The dude just played his ass off, and Nolan's going to be a fan favorite. He's going to be mean, and he's going to come in as a rookie and put up some numbers. And Nolan, it almost hurt me to put him at 3 because I love him so damn much, but I like a couple others a little bit better.
Yeah.
Wally.
6'3", 293 pounds. He's got the blend of power, speed. He can push the pile. He can win with technique. He's got violent hands, a lot of pass rushing moves. Look at what he did at the Senior Bowl. Absolutely dominated. Well, I watched that drill of him going through those paths about 16 different times. He just moves so well for a man so big.
It's too many times to watch that.
Huh?
16 times is too many times to watch the same thing.
No, not for me. Not for me. Got me excited. But I may have him on my list in a different spot. But I'm gonna go Donovan Jackson, the Ohio State guard, 6'4", 320 pounds, 3-year starter at left guard. So a lot of experience at that left guard spot. He also kicked out and played left tackle when they had an injury to their starter. A little bit of a rough start. He had to go against Abdul Carter, I think, his first game. Really solidified that spot after that. During the college playoffs, he allowed one pressure the entire stretch. This dude's polished. He's gone against top competition. I think he's a plug-and-play left guard who could potentially even step out to left tackle if Darrisaw's not ready week 1.
I'm over Ohio State guards. I don't want anything to do with Donovan Jackson. I wish him well. They just have not panned out for the Vikings ever.
White Davis?
Horrible. Pat Elflein, horrible. I think there was even another one. Like, I'm so over Ohio State guards.
Well, you know what? Eventually you're going to hit on one. Well, Donovan Jackson's the man.
I would take Grays. I would take pretty much any of the guys over Donovan Jackson. Number 2.
Yeah. I went Walter Nolan here. Just we already talked about him. Like, I love him. I want a D tackle very badly. That's my number 1 position. I need a 24 right now that I want. I think there's been a lot of options we can go with, and I love me some Walter Nolan.
Yeah, and Morrison, I mean, he's just a plug and play day one. Shut down corner. He has shut down corner ability. He's 20 years old. Day one, instant starter. You re-sign Byron Murphy, you got Mekhi Blackman, and you bring in a Benjamin Morrison. Hot damn. Number 1. I bet everybody knows who it is. That's Kenny effing Grant. Kenny Grant.
Yeah.
Game changer on defense. This guy comes in and changes your entire defense. Kenny Grant, monster, powerful, athletic, beast, everything you want in this guy, and he's fantastic. I hope and pray that he falls to 24 because he would be the pick. What scares the shit out of me is the Packers sniping him at 23. That would be the worst.
That would be the worst. Bengals worry me as well. I've seen him mock the Bengals quite a bit. 6'3", 339. He moves like a guy half that size. The power is there. He's a penetrator. That's why I love him. That's why I like him more than Walter Nolan. I think he's a little bit more of a penetrator. Can get in that backfield. He's only 21 years old. He's going to get bigger, stronger, better, more experienced. Like his upside is so damn high. Like I really think he could be the next Chris Jones type who just takes over up front. That's how much I like him. I just got him like a pew below Mason Graham. That's how high I am on Kenneth Grant.
I think he made Mason Graham look good. It wasn't the other way around.
Wow.
Kenny Grant is the shit. I love him. I love him so damn much. So we're pretty close here. We're pretty damn close. As far, definitely the same positions, most of the same guys. Let us know who is on your wish list. It's still early. This will change.
Oh yeah, we'll do this
Kenneth
a couple
Grant
more times
in a week. I doubt it, but I might.
Yeah, with free agency and with the combine going on, these guys' stocks are up and down, and maybe some new names will emerge on our list as well. So this is what it is right now, end of January. Do this again in a month. This order could be different.
Remember, head over to BetUS. Use that promo code YouTube150. Check out for that 150% bonus on your first deposit and additional 125 on your next 2 up to $2,000. Play responsibly, and let us know who your draft crushes are in the comments.
Yeah, remember this. Science says that each glass of water you drink contains at least 1 molecule of water that has once passed through the digestive system of a dinosaur.
Oh, lucky.